Now, a certain fan and friend of mine has recently been asking for me to do a Minecraft mod vote tier list, and due to the fact that I have a bit of time in my hands, I felt like, why not I do just that? So, this is the best tier list I could find. It has some weird ones, like Agent NPC, Mob, huh? Uh, uh, we're just gonna do this and ignore all the weird ones. So, starting off with the alley. I'm gonna put the alley in C tier. Now, get started, tell you what I'm ranking these mobs on is how much I use them in game, but also how much I like what they do. So for example, the Strider, never use it in game, but I like the Strider. I like what it does. I like what it adds to the Nether other than its usefulness. Alley, I don't think I've ever used an alley in survival, ever. Armadillo, however, I'm going to put in A tier. Now, this might be biased because I was an armadillo supporter from the start, and armadillo is one of my favourite animals in life. So, I was very excited when they announced the armadillo for the mob vote. However, it's not quite useful, but it is still really useful today to get things like wolf armor, and it also brought the whole armor poor drop, which is one of the best drops ever. Axolotl, I like what it adds to Lush Caves, but I also find I don't really see it much in Lush Caves. But I'm going to have to put it ahead of the alley just because it's better than the alley. Like, the alley adds lore stuff, and I like that because I like the lore. But overall, it's not. Bat is F. The bat, actually no D. It has some ambience to the game, but the only ambience is the fact that it gives me a heart attack whenever I see it. Camel. I want to put in C because I like what it adds to desert villages. I like that. I've not necessarily used one, but I like what it adds to desert villages. I think the alley is slightly better because of lore. Cat is B. Cat's a really nice early game pet, early game partner. Pets always add a bit to your house. It's cool. It also has capabilities for creeper farms. Chicken. I'm gonna put chicken in 8B. So I wouldn't say I'd use chicken as a food source very common. Feathers are obviously useful for arrows, but I feel my recording software broke again, yay. But I think again, arrows are better to get from stuff like skeletons or bastion chests, a lot easier to get there. Cod. Similar to the bats, but better because they drop actual food. I don't think I'd ever use the cod just because, you know, if I'm taming a cat, that just gives the salmon extra capabilities. And I think the cod adds stuff, but the salmon's just better. Cow, S tier. I generally think while I should do this more and I don't do this enough, creating a cow farm can be so useful early game because it gives you access to leather and beef. Two incredible, one a food source, one another very useful material. So I actually think cow is S tier. I'm tempted to put the donkey in F tier, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna put it in D. Oh, by the way, I should just let you know, if you can hear any background noise, my brother's having a party. It might be that, but you shouldn't hear any. Donkey, massively useful, just kind of the worst version of a horse. I prefer donkeys as animals just because they're a bit silly. Also, their links to the nativity is pretty cute. So yeah, donkey goes there. Frog adds very nice ambience to the mangrove swamp. Why is the camel all the way up here? The camel should be like just slightly above. Move the donkey. Move the cod up. Actually. No. What am I doing? That's better. So why is I was so kind to the camel. Frog, nice ambience. Obviously, allows to get frog light. Not necessarily done any of that, but it adds stuff to the mangrove swamp. But again, the mangroves won't want to be anything without the frogs. I think the frogs are very significant, and the boggart. But I don't see them too often, I feel, in mangrove swamps anyway. That just might be the particular mangrove swamps I found. I'm gonna put it above the alley. I think it's similar to axolotl. I like what they do, but I don't see them enough. Oh, no, because the dying signs and the signs really save them. So I think I'll put them C. Because you're allowed to make glowing signs. Before that, they probably would have been the first step too. And also, I was a massive biologist of horses. So. Horse. I would say I have used a horse, but I have a donkey in my survival ward, but that's just because of I like donkeys. I'm gonna put the horse in B tier for now. Might get moved down. I don't think it's as cool as the cat. It doesn't have any other capabilities. It's an accent. It's a way into leather, but and riding it. But I think the cat is just. I prefer the cat. Mushroom. Why is there two particular mushrooms? Let's just do the one. I think for the novelty of them being like the only mob on the Mushroom Island, that's pretty cool. I think they're the only mob on the Mushroom Island. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. But I think I'm gonna put them in A, because Mushroom Islands are just so cool. They're really cool, and yeah, that's right. Brown mushroom. Let's not deal with that. Let's just put it right at the bottom here. Mule. I'm gonna have to put the mule in F tier, guys. I'm sorry. This is kind of a usefulness ranking, but also how much I like what they do, and like ambience. Mule, you have to go out of your way to obtain it, which is arguably pretty cool. But also it looks so similar to the horse and the donkey. I like it that it's there. I like that it's there. I think it'll be like top F tier when we get some other F tiers. Ocelot has nothing going for it, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think it adds a bit to the jungle, but the jungle also has pandas. And I think pandas are just better Ocelot. Honestly, back in the day, it used to be the way of obtaining cats, but isn't that anymore. So I think I'm gonna put it in D, top of D. It's better than copy. Parrot is also another incredible jungle mod. Jungles have like lots of mobs. Parrots, I want to put an A, and I'm gonna put an A. That seems very kind, but I really like parrots. It's because they like the dance with the jukebox. They've got a lot going for them, parrots. I'm gonna put them in A tier. They're not as good as the armadillo. Actually, yeah, they're better than the armadillo. Sorry, armadillo. Pig. S tier. Again, incredibly useful at the start of the game. I think I just want to put it in front of my cat. I just want to explain this. On my Minecraft server with my 2 friends, for 3 friends as well, Jago plays sometimes. We have a massive pig farm. It's incredibly useful, incredible source of food. Well, we use bread as well, but it they're very good because normally when you find them as well, there's lots of them, and so there goes source of food again. Pufferfish. But I like what they add on them being there. They also have nothing going for them. I don't think they're as cool as a mule either. They have nothing going for them other than the fact that they poison you. I think you can only find them like coral reefs and stuff. So like, the red mushroom I like because it like adds to the personality of that mushroom island. Pufferfish doesn't add to the coral reef because you've always got the tropical fish doing that, right? So the pufferfish is useless. Rabbit, hear me out. The rabbit's pretty solid because if you get a really bad spawn and you spawn somewhere like the Badlands or the desert, rabbits source of food. At all like snow biomes, I always have to turn to rabbits for a source of food, and I feel like this happened to me a lot. Rabbit's quite interesting. Right, salmon. I said earlier, cod's just a worse version of salmon, so I'm gonna put salmon above the glow squid. I'm gonna move the alley down. Even with the lore implications, it's not as good. I'm going to move that alley down. Sheep, tempted to put an S tier. I think I'm going to leave bottom of A though, actually. because mutton's like the worst raw when you have a raw, other than like obviously chicken. But out of those, like the main gang, mutton's the worst. And while you have the added option of getting wool, I don't find myself desperately needing wool other than early game beds. Skeleton horse. It's kind of another, I like it being there, but that's the thing. It's just their situation. You can encounter them in survival though, and I have encountered them in survival. And it's been cool. Put them above the bat. Put them above the bat. I'm being quite harsh on the Minecraft mobs today, I feel. I love all of them, really. Oh, Sniffer has such good lore implications. So I think he just wants to go next to the alley. Because I think the alley has to stay above it, though, because while I've actually seen the alley in survival, Sniff, I don't think I've actually seen survival. Oh, there's still so many skeletons. Okay. Snow Golem. Useful for, like, the creeper farm in my survival world. But I think that's all it's useful for. I'm going to put it top of D. Squid is there for ambience for me, because when I ever use black dye or go on my way to get black dye, I think I'm going to go slightly above the lore gang. I really like Wish Eyes out to the Nether, guys. I really like Wish Eyes out to the Nether. I think they're really cool little guys. They were my favourite mob back in the day. So I'm going to put them next to the Revolutions, because similar to the Revolutions, I love what they add to their biomes or areas. Man, come on. Like, they're not even, like, necessary. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen this happen in survival ever. I forget they exist. Like, I forget they exist. Tropical fish, I said earlier about the pufferfish, the tropical fish. The pufferfish don't add anything to coral reef because the tropical fish just do that. So, the tropical fish is going to go... there. Because I like what they add to their biome. I really like what they add to their biome. And I'm going to move salmon up a bit. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, turtle. I've never gone through the experience of laying turtle eggs because I've decided to never do that to myself. So I don't know. People say that for the experience is really painful. But I like what they add to like the sea and stuff. And I like turtles in general, so... I'll put them. They're not as good as Snow Golems. Snow Golems are really useful in my farm. Villager, S tier, hands down. Incredible mob, so useful for trading and stuff. Amazing. Mining Trader, D tier. Better than the bats on me. Similar to it, I'd say they're more of an, even though they have usefulness, for me they're more of an ambience mob. And while they sometimes get in the way, I like when they show up. It's just a little lore makes the world seem a bit more alive. I have no idea what these are. B. Don't use them necessarily. They're also kind of just an ambience mob, even though they have a whole system behind them, which is pretty cool. So I'll give the B as a C next to the squid. Cave spider. I was so scared of just cave spiders because they got slightly smaller for a while. So I'm gonna put the cave spider. I like when it adds to the mine shaft, but it's so similar to the spider that doesn't really feel like it adds too much. I'm gonna put it there. I think Ocelot does a better job, which is crazy because it's quite harsh on the Ocelot. Yeah, I really like dolphins. I really like what they add to their biome. I really like it when you swim in and they just speed you up. It's a really cool feeling. They're great. Drowned. They're just there, really. I don't really find them bothering me when I'm in the sea, except when they have a trident. That's annoying. They don't really bother me. They don't really get in my way. They're just kind of there. I like their design, though. I like their colour palette, which is weird. I think they look cool. They don't add as much as the Trollfish though. Edmund's S. Edmund is such a cool mob. So many, like the lore is probably one of the best lore mobs. Getting ender pearls, obviously, they're incredibly useful for that, and they're just really cool. They're really cool. Rambu bias is definitely there. I love Rambu. Hell out Rambu, so it's probably there. Fox adds stuff to the biome that they're in, especially having the snow variant as well. I don't know if there's a snow one as well, but they're pretty cool what they add to their particular biomes. I'm gonna put it just above the drown there. I'm being so harsh on the Minecraft mobs today, jeez. Goats. I really like the horns. I think the horns are a really cool thing that they give you. So I'm going to put them right next to the squid right now. I'm going to put them over the squid, actually. I'm going to move the frog back as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I'm going to move the axolotl back as well. Yep, Iron Golem is S. The speedrunning community is incredibly, like, used to be just, like, sometimes still is based around this whole mob. Right. It's so iconic, such an iconic mob. Yeah, S2, definitely. Llama, just because of the film, no. Llama's, it's kind of there with the camel and the donkey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of there. Same thing with the trade, actually trade Llama's F2. Other than the leads drop, so I'll put them with the Wandering Trader, just like the leads drop. Panda is A. I spoke about them earlier. They do such a good job of adding something to the jungle because they're so different to every other mob. They're so much bigger. I really like that. Piglin. Also, I'm going to put them in A tier. I'm also going to put the Piglin in A tier. I'm kind of not doing like an order anymore. I'm just kind of putting them now because time is running out. Piglins add so much to the nether. The bartering system, really cool. The Bastion is by far one of my favourite structures ever. The lore implications are definitely there. And then they're just really cool mob. I love their design. I think they're incredible. I really like them. Polar bear? I think I've run into a polar bear for ages, man. I'll put them next to the cave spider. I think they're better than the cave spider. They add a bit more to like glaciers. Spider. It's kind of like the better cave spider, but they're a good sort of string early on. I find getting bows are useful with them. But I don't see myself needing like, oh, I need to kill a bunch of spiders, ever. I don't really see myself that. And in terms of their design, I'm not too keen on their design either. So I'm gonna have to put the spider there. That's pretty controversial, I know. Some of my Figlins. Oh, I'm gonna go there. Because I've like lots of theories about these guys being like the Piglin outcasts. Also, they've been in the nether since the start. Remember, they are back in the day. We also said they used to play in the Xbox 360. I used to play in the Wii U, which is really weird. But the Zombified Piglin, he's always been there. He's cool. I love the idea that if you attack one, they all go for you. I love that. And they're interesting. I think they've got some cool long creations. Wolf, I think, can go right next to the Zombie Piglin right there. Iconic. Recently got the massive update with all the different variants. Definitely a very good mob. Blaze. Also in B tier. Actually, no. Blaze is A tier. Getting blaze rods is one of my favourite parts once you find that fortress. Exploring that fortress. I love that. I think the blazes have such a cool design and they're really interesting to fight. They feel different. I love that about them. Until the breeze came along. Now they don't feel different anymore. No. The bogged, actually love the bogged design. Similar to the drowned. I'm going to put them minus the drowned right there. Over the drowned actually. Really love the bogged. I'm going to put them over the fox as well. The fox can go behind the drowned. Love, whoopsie, that was my phone, sorry. Love the drowned design and the bogged design, sorry. Breeze also think has a really cool design. Really like the breeze's design and the windburst drop. I've got to remember the drops. The windburst drop might well put it in A because windburst is so fun to use. Creeper, I mean, they're so iconic, right? A lot of the time I do find myself going like, oh, I need to kill some creepers to get some gunpowder. Oh, I need to kill some creepers. Ah. Me too. Because they are annoying, but they're so iconic. Or they're like the deaths. Hardcore deaths, like with creepers. Or just any deaths with creepers. Where no one saw them coming is really funny. Charged creeper can connect to the creeper. But that's cool because they get heads. But I just like the normal creeper. Elder Guardian. They're kind of cool. I don't really hold anything against the Elder Guardian. I don't really think of anything that crazy about it. I think it can go top of C tier. Next to its buddy, the salmon. I think I like that it drops the armor trim now. That gives me a bit of a reason for fighting them. The armor trims are so cool. They give me such a reason to go exploring because I love the armor trims. Endermite, man. I'm gonna put it in D. I'm gonna have to put it in D because like the Enderman farms, but like this little guy. I don't know. Long implications, guys. No, I'm joking. Oh, we're getting into illagers. Where are the illagers? I love the illagers. The evoker is probably S tier for me. The lore implications are off the scale. I love the way they fight. While necessarily they're like easy and only the vexes that are annoying. The fact that they drop totems as well. S tier evoker every day. Ghast. Whoever said, oh, I need to go fight some ghasts? Whoever said that? Like, sometimes you can be like, oh, I need to go get some ghast here so I can get this just for, like, an achievement or something. I don't know. Yeah. But who's using ghast for a gunpowder source? Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm gonna put an next to the snow golem, though, because I like what they add to the nethers, but they're a bit creepy. The Guardian. Now, the Guardian. Guardian's an interesting one. I think the Guardian, I prefer a bit to the Elder Guardian. No, I don't. What I'm talking about. It can go there, yeah, just there between the glowstone and the tropical fish. Hoglin. Hoglins are so annoying, man. They're so annoying. They always kill me. Just for that, they're going top of D. I don't think they add much either than just being the farm for the food source for the piglins. Husks, man. Obviously, deserts aren't the most common biome, so you don't always come across deserts. So that kind of lessens that fact even more. But then you get like husks, like, man, who's ever been killed by a husk? I just thought maybe I have. I don't think I don't really get killed by a husk much. I'm gonna put him with the cave spider. Actually, I think that'd be a perfect space for it. I'm gonna put it with the cave spider, slightly above. I like Magcube. I think Magcube's cool. Doesn't really add too much. So I think you can go with the frog and the ice log, because kind of said the same thing. Phantom. Not top of F. They're annoying. But their design is cool. I'll give you that. I like their design. Piglin Brood can go right next to the Piglin. They're really annoying, but they're cool. Their design is really cool. Pillager, Pillager's S. The Pillager Outpost are one of my favorite stars. I just love raids. I love Illagers. I'm a lot of bias about that. So Ravage, an S as well. Or the Illagers. I love the Illagers. They're an interesting civilization. So much, and that lore analysis can go into that group. Shulker. I have gone to like want to kill shulkers to get shulker boxes. They are useful for that. So I'll give them an A. I'll give them an A actually. I'm feeling kind. Silverfish. DC actually. They add a bit to the stronghold. I like they add that to the stronghold. Skeleton. Very iconic. A lot of the time I find myself going, I need to go kill some skeletons. A lot of the time, so I think I'm going to A actually. I'm being kind. Slime. Sometimes I do find myself going, I need to go kill some slimes. But only sometimes. But I do like their design, I think they're really cute. Stray. They can go with the husk. Actually, I like their design. So they can go with the bolt because I like their design. Vex. I wasn't too keen in the design change either. But as a lore fan, I can see why they did it. So this can go C. They are annoying though. Vindicator can go an S. with the other villagers. Warden can also go in S. I love the Warden. I think it's a really cool design. It's probably partly linked to the structure. Station City is probably my favourite structure. With a skeleton. Hey, I'm feeling so high now. I love the Wither Skeleton. I think Wither Skeleton's awesome. Obviously the drop of getting the skulls. Very cool mob. I think they're very awesome. Which I have to go the other villagers, but they spawn naturally. No, I don't really like that. I'm going B. Something kind. Zombies A. I've never felt I need to go kill some zombies. Sometimes I have for XP. But they're so iconic. They're too iconic. They're bruh. Zombies F. Yeah, absolutely useless. Zombie Villager is A. But they're very useful. And Dragon is A. But I prefer the next boss kind, which is the Wither. I think the Wither's slightly cooler. Someone else is F. Oh, we got through all of them. Oh, we did it. We got through all the normal ones other than, like, not so normal ones. Okay. Well, that's the end of the video.